Hey, what's up, you guys? It's 3 Stacks, and I'm very excited to bring this to you. So I'm showing you a different build on my Dark Magicians. This deck is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I like it a lot, and I just happen to have a couple extra Dark Spellcasters, and I tested them out, and I just stuck with the Endymion. And I got a couple other cards that I said I was gonna get previously in the last video. So let's hop in this update. So for this current build, I'm doing Endymion and 3 Dark Magician. So I had Endymion in my trade folder for a while because my homeboy Nunu G used to run spell counter spellcasters back in the day, and this was the one I gave him, and he tried to give it up. He tried to give it away, so I took it back from him, and I've had it ever since. Little like basically, there's some memories and hard feelings attached to this guy. So I mean, every time I see him, it just takes me back. But Endymion is one of my favorite spellcasters in the game. He's pretty clutch, and the fact that you could get him off of your Magician's Navigation, and you can get him off of Dark Renewal, he's pretty awesome. And he's dark, and he's a level 7, has synergy with the deck. I just like one. You don't really need him. I just run him because it's pretty cool. I like him a lot. He's fun, and he just happens to have an effect where he can actually destroy cards, which is pretty clutch. And 3 of the best spellcaster in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because why not? He's just too good, and deck is about him. The deck's named after him. Why would you run him at anything less than 3? And then 3 Dark Magician Illusion, the best version of Dark Magician. I kind of look at this like this is Dark Magician, this is his Shadow, and this is his Rod. I'm not running his robe, but they pretty much have his whole outfit. Separate cards though, and his Soul and his Circle, because the Circle is actually behind them. So the whole deck, it's so ironic that all the cards in the deck are actually pieces of his entire uniform, like his Shadow, his Cloak, his Robe, his Rod, the little circle behind him. If you can see this circle, this is the same circle on Dark Magical Circle. So it's like they just took small pieces of Dark Magician and put them on artworks of different cards. And the Eternal Soul is just Dark Magician's soul, I'm assuming. The Stone Tablet from OG Yu-Gi-Oh! When they were summoning monsters that way. And then the MVP spellcasters are Summoner Monk, Chocolate Magician Girl, and Night End Sorcerer. So I decided I'm not gonna get another Summoner Monk. I'm just gonna stick with these 2 and run them Night End. And only thing I'll probably add to the lower levels is a Kaiku. But I wanted to get the Night End because mainly because she's a tuner, and you know, when you summon her off of Navigation, you can disrupt your opponent's plays, kind of like DD Crow or some other stuff like that. And then we got a triple Dark Magical Circle. It's really powerful. This is the hype. This is what this deck is all about. Circle, Navigation, Eternal Soul. Those are the cards that attract people to make them want to play this deck. This spell is broken. When I say, bro, this spell wins games, it's won me games. It's the main reason why Dark Magician are even able to compete in this current meta. And then triple Card of Demise, because I just like traps. Triple Pot of Duality, just draw power. Triple Allure. The funny and cool thing with Allure is that the Dark Magical Circle actually allows you to stack cards. Like you can add the Dark Magician card and then stack the other cards in any order on top of your deck. So you can play Demise or Allure, and you can draw into the cards that you want. You know what you're getting when you draw into it. So that also helps you to play Allure a little bit more safe, because if you look at those cards and you see there's not a dark monster, you won't activate this. So this also kind of like gives you more hints on what you should and shouldn't play. So I like Circle a lot. It's just broken. And then one-ofs, just Sacred Swords, Upstart, Instant Fusion. And this is the best spell. Well, the second best spell, Illusion Magic. It helps you to grind it out. It really does. It sets you up for navigation. When you open with Rod, naturally, if I don't have Dark Magic, well, if I do have Dark Magical Circle, I like to search this. Your setup is Illusion Magic, Circle, Eternal Soul. And if you can have a Magician Navigation, you're golden that whole duel. And traps, 3 Eternal Soul. It's the best trap in this deck. This is a Live More trap. It reminds me of the Prime Monarch, how it just keeps you in the game. Triple Navigation. It's pretty busted. If you happen to draw into it in Card of Demise, you can actually afford to discard it and then use it to negate like a Raigeki, a Twin Twister, Scales. To my knowledge, this just negates any face-up spells or traps, so when your opponent activates a Pendulum Scale, you can actually negate that Scale's effect. So this is just such a broken trap. And then Double Drowning. I actually had to take out the Solemn Brigade out this deck because I put it in another one of the decks that I just got like a couple days ago. So I just had to take out the Solemn Strikes, not because they're not good in this deck, but just because I don't have enough to go around. And then one Dark Renewal. It's pretty broken. You summon, you send your Spellcaster and your opponent's monster to the grave, and you can special a Spellcaster from the deck or grave. And the Spellcaster can be the same Spellcaster that you sent. But pretty much you want to wombo combo with this. So you get your, you have Illusion on field, right? Illusion and and Dark Magician. You play Dark Renewal, you send Dark Magician to the grave while he's face up on the field. And then Dark Renewal resolves, special one from deck, right? So you special Endymion. And then you special Dark Magician back from the grave off of your Illusion. So it's just broken. Really, really broken. So this is MVP. And the Escape from the Dark Dimension, I'm considering running this at higher ratios. But I tried it at 2 and it was just bricking for me. Like I was opening with too many cards that required other cards that I just didn't have. So I'm just trying it at 1. And then I won Vanities because it's just too good. So the main deck kind of is like all hollow, which I do like. It's all pretty. Everything except for this. I want this to be a super rare. Reprint it, please. And extra deck Azurize because Dark Magician and Night End Sorcerer equals this, and this equals Dark Magician every standby. And the Dark Magical Circle is combo with that. Armades, the Elder Entity Norden. I actually need to get a extra Stardust Charge Warrior because you can instant fusion Norden, Night End Sorcerer, Synchro for 6. So I'm definitely gonna put in a Stardust Charge Warrior or a Coral Dragon, depends. 2 Ebon Illusion, 2 Ebon High. I hardly ever go into my extra deck. Like I just play with the main deck. I like it a lot. I really don't like XYZ because I just like leaving Dark Magician on the field for the navigation circle. He's just awesome because he's unaffected by card effects with the soul. So it's just like I really don't go into the extra deck a lot. And these because they're just the best generics. All of these are the best generics. And then the rank 4s. Emerald's probably the best one. That's the one you really want to make is just Emerald. And I had to take out the Utopia package as well because I'm running that in another new deck that I just got. So yeah, guys, that's it for now. I'm tweaking on the deck on a daily basis every chance I get. And there were a couple cards that I had in the build previously. And I just have to put them in a different deck. It's a surprise. I'm going to show you guys soon. But it's a new deck I just got. And I want to show you guys it. But I want to get it to its prime before I present it to you. So God bless you guys. Be safe. Stay tuned for a top 10 decks of the format. I've been doing my research. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion. But also based upon some facts that I just picked up on of what the top 10 best decks are. So stay tuned for that. Y'all be safe. Have a blessed night. Peace.